Welcome to Pat Bamelach. Today we're going to talk about rain and grain. This is 1 year. We've got summer, winter, spring, and fall. The Shalosh Regalim, the three major Jewish holidays, fall nicely on our timeline. We start with Sukkot in the fall, Pesach in the spring, and Shavuot in the beginning of the summer. But in addition, these Jewish holidays are given other names in the Torah, reflecting the planting and harvesting seasons. Sukkot is celebrated between the summer and fall when the harvest season has come to an end, hence its name, Chag HaAsif. The Sukkah represents the hut used by the farmer as he would sleep out in his field, harvesting during the day and guarding his produce overnight. As we are done harvesting, we look back with gratitude and look forward to what we hope for in the upcoming year. Right after Sukkot, we begin the tefillah of Mashiv Haruach Umorid Hagashem, where we ask God for rain, and then we wait, and wait, and wait, and wait throughout a long winter. We hope the earth is getting drenched with water and that the grain begins to germinate underground. In pagan societies, people were so afraid that the grain wouldn't grow. They feared that ghosts and goblins would eat up the grain underground. So farmers would dress up as scarecrows or as even scarier ghosts to scare away anything interfering with the crops. That night became known as Halloween. As winter ends, the grain literally springs out of the ground, hence the name of the season, spring. It is at this point of the year that we celebrate Pesach. Aside from the Seder, there are two important events that take place on Pesach. The day before Pesach, we need to take all of our chametz, also known as seor, or basically all bread from last year's harvest, and get rid of it. On the first day of Pesach, Jews would go out, start the new harvest season by harvesting some of the freshly sprouted grain. They would take that grain and bring it as a korban, an offering, in the Beit HaMikdash, the temple. This is called the Korban HaOmer. Once the korban was brought, Jews counted 50 days until Shavuot. At this point, on day 50, the grain had dried out in the fields and is ready to be milled into flour. On Shavuot, the first 2 loaves of sourdough bread are brought to the Beit HaMikdash in thanks for a successful harvest. The harvest continues until Sukkot, where the cycle starts over again. So really, Sukkot is about rain, Pesach is about harvesting grain, and Shavuot is the final product, our first loaves of bread. And that's the story of grain and rain.